Thank you, Mr. Howell. On that note, we're going to go into executive session to be advised by counsel. Is that correct? To deliberate in executive session. We will now go into executive session to deliberate with counsel. I will need a motion for that from counsel to go into executive session to deliberate with counsel relative to what has transpired here. Motion from counsel.
Madam Mayor, I move that we go into executive session to consider the facts presented to us this evening on the question of whether or not to remove Mrs. Isom, Josephine Isom, from office. Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded that we go into executive session to consider what has transpired here this afternoon or evening. Are you prepared to vote? That's relative to Ms. Isom. Are you prepared to vote? Or do you have questions or comments?
Madam Mayor, again, this is to consider any application of law, right. And then you will make your ultimate determination.
Yeah, that's why we say deliberation of what has transpired here. Okay, and thank you, Attorney Davis. As he said, we're to consider the application of law when we deliberate. Does she need to restate that motion?
Could we just take a moment, please?
Yeah, write it out. We're saying the same thing, but we're just, adding parts, that's all, in different ways.
Madam Mayor, may I suggest that you're not only going to receive legal advice and consider matters of law, but also this is an employment matter.
Right. Okay. Add all of that to the motion, please. Thank you, Mr. Howell.
Madam Mayor. Madam Mayor, I make a motion to withdraw my previous motion, since we had a second for it.
Motion to withdraw previous motion. Is there a second?
Second.
To withdraw. All those prepared to vote? Or do you have a question or comment? You prepared to vote to withdraw? But we didn't take it all the way through.
We didn't take the first motion.
So we didn't take it all the way through. You were just withdrawing it. We didn't take it all the way through. So we don't have to vote on it.
Madam Mayor, I'm going to restate the motion. I move that we go into executive session for the purpose of obtaining legal advice and deliberating on the matters presented, including and up to any personnel actions.
Second.
The motion as forestated has been seconded. Are you prepared to vote, or do you have questions or comments? Mayor Pro Tem Cole.
Yes.
Councilman Evans.
Yay.
Councilwoman Price.
Yes.
Mayor Pierce. Yay. The motion carried. We will now go into executive session for deliberation.